Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Mage Knight. Playing pretty much a run back of what I did last time. Volkare's quest on Heroic Fair. I won last time. I could push up the difficulty, but I'm not really here to be like the best Mage Knight player of all time. I'd like something that feels challenging, but that I often win. As long as I don't always win, it feels fair enough. So, Heroic Fair. The final combat is still a challenge, but I like having a little time to build up. And this time I've chosen Arythea, the fourth. Yes. This is my fourth recent game of Mage Knight. Only second on the channel, but I played two off camera where I've been Tovak and Goldix recently. Last video was Norowas, so the one remaining is Arythea. And I wish I could tell Volkare whose skills to use, because I'm so sick of seeing Krang and Bravelar shit there that I have to decipher. I just want one of the 4 starter normal heroes, you know? Or one of the other 3, I guess. So I think somewhere around here, there should be a bag of unused skills. It's hidden somewhere weird, isn't it? Well, we'll see who he got. Goldix. Fine, I'll take it. I don't have to find the unused skills. I think they're here somewhere. And maybe I could find them by, like, loading... from here, right? But, all remaining skills. See, I think that's... Anyway. That object is hidden somewhere here, and I don't know where. I don't ever... Okay, can we, like... Whatever happens if I hit switch table? Oh, I see. A little bit less featureless with a background and... Well, I don't like this because that's the background for the mat that I use. It's just the default, right? I mean, you can like switch it, but I like that it's mostly featureless so that there's good contrast on where a card is. Anyway, so let's go back to the normal table, please. I will be playing as red, though, for the Arythea theme, the motif. Okay, there's my starting hand. So, what are we up to? My starting hand doesn't really have anything compelling to do. I bet I could fight these guys if I wanted, right? I can't, actually. Well, I could if I were willing to take a wound. It's a little embarrassing to take a wound from clowns like this. Or I could fight these guys, I think. Yeah, and take 2 wounds. No, there's no red in the source. Wait. The die fell out of the source, and look at that, it's red. Okay. So, yeah, I could fight these guys, but I'd have to take 2 poisonous wounds to do so, which feels pretty bad. Alright, well, given that my starting hand has no clear way to do anything, and another card or 2 might give me a way to do something, I guess I'll pick Great Start. Volkare wants to go first. Fine. He rests. Okay. So, my new cards are Manipul and Threaten. Not really. really what I was hoping to see. But you can probably make it do something. The issue is, well, one issue is that this is both of my influence cards, right? So if I manage to fight my way through one of these guys to a fortified site to go shopping, I won't have anything left to go shopping with, which means I'm not buying any units this round. But I think it's still just like, you gotta do it, right? So I'm thinking, I'm not 100% sure this works, but I think it probably does. Let's say, I'm not going to touch the source because I'm planning to use mana pull to change it, but I want to be able to roll it back in case I mess up without having to remember what the dice were. So let's just say I have access to 2 colors. I play March to walk into the forest. Although actually, since it's powered, I suppose I could walk here instead. Be next to these, which helps reveal them. Okay. And play 3 cards sideways to block. Then power improvisation to attack 5. Right? It's not a great use of my resources, but I think it works reasonably well. And then, I mean, I'm not going to be able to recruit anybody this round, but I think that's just something I'm going to have to take anyway, right? There's no way I can get into a recruiting site with these cards and still have my influence cards used. I just don't think I can do it. So, I guess I'm spending this round doing a lot of combat. And given that, what the combat I want, I think, is Mage Towers, because I do love Offering, my favorite spell, and I'd like to pick it up. But this Mage Tower is kind of out of the way, right? I mean, I don't know what I can do about that. Like, why'd you pop up that little... Why'd you make the chat window show up again? Anyway, what else could I do? I could walk here, but I think that's just worse. I could go fight these guys, which requires a lot less resources, but doesn't give me any fame. And doesn't really leave me near anywhere good. I guess there's some okay units available at the village. I should at least consider this. So I'd have to play a March, a couple sideways cards to block, ideally, then power improvisation, discarding a card, so it's like I'd have 2 cards left. So I could keep, say, a threaten. Or promise, or even both. Or I could spend fewer cards and take a wound. Or 2. What are the advanced actions available? Maybe one of them has influence. Yeah, diplomacy is actually not bad. I hate diplomacy, one of the worst cards, but kind of could be playable when I really need to go shopping, right? Because picking up Guardian Golems would be a big improvement in my fortunes, I think. not sure if I can actually keep it in my hand long enough to slog through one of these as well. Probably not. Blood of Ancients. Arythea does like wounds. Because that would be a way to get diplomacy, sort of. I think I'm just supposed to, like, accept that I won't be hiring anyone. Yeah, I guess I'll commit to this plan. So let's power mana pull. So this lets me take 2 dice and set them to any color, gain a mana token of each color, do not reroll them. So I shortcut that interaction by I choose green and red. So I'll turn this one red and this one green, which it already is. And I'll gain a green and a red mana. Technically, I am supposed to take these mana dice here, but since you're not supposed to reroll them when returning them to the source, which the mod automatically does at the end of your turn, it's easier to remember to just leave them in the source, and then you can't accidentally reroll them. In a single-player game, there's rarely... I mean, I don't know. If you have like another card that lets you use even more dice from the source, like Mana Storm, then you do have to understand the difference. But this is a reasonable shortcut most of the time. Okay, so I'm powering a march to go 2. Okay. Any chance I could fight these guys? Probably not with the cards I have. I'd have to play 2 more cards sideways for move. Well... I'd also have to take 3 poisonous wounds. Which is not great. But I get my spell straight away. And pick up a refreshing walk to start healing. Right, move 4, heal 2. That's sort of nice. And it lets me keep a threaten to hire the golems. Oh, I can even... Oh, or I can keep tranquility to heal myself, but I think... So... Let's say I did this. Generate move 2. Now I have 4, which is enough to move on to the Mage Tower. I take the 5 damage, which is 3 poisonous wounds. Then I improvise ditching concentration to deal the 5 damage. And I get to keep threaten. I think keeping threaten is probably not that good. It probably is, though. No, because I would be wasting the move 4 part of Refreshing Walk if I use it just to heal. And I can't really go shopping here until I've played the Refreshing Walk, so I think it doesn't really work out to go shopping. I think I did give up on this, but the combat I want to take is this one, not this one at the moment. So let's do it that way. I have 2 move left over. I pitch these 2 cards to make it 4 and move here. I take the 3 poisonous wounds. And the card I play is this one. Then I improvise for 5 damage, 5 attack. And I'll play Tranquility to remove a wound. Yeah. This is sort of a great start, as they say. And absolutely give me an offering right now. What? Lua error? I didn't even do anything weird. I mean, it looks like everything's fine. Huh. Did I see one of these early in my other game? I don't think so. Okay, well, hopefully everything's all right. Oh, I do love movement skills. A little silly to pair it with Refreshing Walk, maybe, but... Okay, he does nothing. So this turn, we're going to Refreshing Walk. Moving 5 and healing 2. Where do I want to move 5 to? I guess just here? I could go like here to be in position to fight. Yeah, maybe that's better. I'd like to start I'd like to take the keep, but I think maybe it's better to try to work my way over here where there's a glade, because fighting through all this seems kind of hard. And I'd like to start getting rid of the wounds in my discard. It is backtracking a bit. But it's very inflexible to go this way, because I have to fight you and then fight you in that order. And I'm wasting some move. I wish I could move here, see who's at the keep, and then decide whether to follow up with moving there. But I don't think I will. I think just sort of whitewashing my reputation by cleaning up these chumps is a good way to spend the rest of the turn, and if I can if I can get here, all the better. So move 2, 5, heal those wounds, and then pass. Okay, still doing nothing. Not really in a position to do much moving at the moment. I mean, I could play Swiftness. Oh, could I fight these guys? I'd rather get the offering off my chest, you know? So I think just this is an offering turn. Unless, is it possible I could fight my way all the way to the glade while keeping offering in my hand? Because it would be really nice to play while on a glade, so that I could heal that turn. But I don't think that's very realistic. Well, hang on. What if I just moved past them like this to here? They'll attack me because they're rampaging. Is that what they're called? Rampaging? Marauding. Then I could... No, I don't have enough damage without playing the Offering sideways. Even if I power Rage. Okay, so let's not do it that way. We'll just play Offering. Pitch, 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 because I have another Swiftness. Also, I need to move. I think that makes sense. So let's gain 2 red and 2 blue from this Offering. I love mana. So it's gain a red, then discard 3 cards, up to 3, and get... so yes, I've gained a red and another red and 2 blue. That checks out. And no white on the source, too bad. Moved green twice. Well, I wish I had some white mana. So let's see. This does ranged attack 3. But I can't power the white to get any more ranged attack. Could I fight both of these guys at once? It seems sort of hard. Yeah, it seems ridiculous. It seems impossible. Okay, so I move here with... Oh, I can't look at that garrison until I decide how I'm getting there. I guess I'll use a stamina. Okay. These guys challenge me, so that's my action. Can't keep moving. Huh. I'm realizing now that I actually still... can't kill these guys without taking wounds? Hate that. Even more poison. Has my deck 1 card? Okay. Which I think is a march, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have trouble getting that glade, and if I don't do it today, it's gonna be real tough to do it tomorrow or tonight. So maybe I should just not try to kill those guys. I could rearrange my movements. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to, you know, putting this back is, I think, the appropriate thing to do. I could, so if I move from here to here, these guys challenge me. But I could go the long way, here to here, and then they won't challenge me, but they will. And they're a bit easier to deal with. If I hit both of them, I could level up again, though. But I don't know if that's worth taking 2 more poisonous wounds. My deck is going to be horrible. And I won't get to the glade in time. Well, I probably could if I were willing to take even more wounds from these guys. No, I don't have, I think, any damage to kill them with. Yeah, so I think actually it's supposed to be this. March, or stamina, stamina. Get challenged by you. take the 2 wounds. Or no, how much move do I need? Just 5, which I can get by powering a march. Assuming Volkare leaves me the green die, which he'll do 2/3 of the time, plus a bit more. I might reroll the right into another green. It's a bit greedy, but I think worth it to prevent a wound, right? So let's block, and then attack 4. Right? I think that makes sense. Oh, and even he doesn't even touch the mana dice if he rests. So only if he draws a green card is he using this die. Okay, blue. He's moving faster this time for sure than last game. So I end the round powering march to move 5. 2, 5. I will remove a wound from my hand as the reward for ending on a glade. Kind of feels bad to spend a whole turn playing just 1 card, but getting onto this forest before nightfall is a big deal, I think. Because it'll be hard to get there at night. I mean, I guess... The wounds won't necessarily be in my hand or my discard at night, will they? So it might be useless to start here. But it might not be. So, I don't know. Plus, like, I'll start the round by exploring this, presumably, and then maybe there will be someone to fight here, and I'll take some wounds, and I'll be happy to be on the glade. So I think this is worth the time. But maybe plays like this is why I need Volkare on the slowest race level. He's still on the move. Okay. I will end the round, please. I don't get to remove another wound because I didn't take a turn. Calling the end of round is skipping your turn. Oh, look at that! Both wounds in hand. That's actually pretty good, I think. I think I just want, like, Long Night or From the Dusk. Something early up in... Because I don't really need any of this, I don't think. The source is kind of bad. I could go for Mana Search. Yeah, okay, fine. Ah, he snuck in front of me. Okay. Spend the blue to move 4. Actually, I don't have to do that yet. First, I'll move 2. Exploring. No one to fight here. It's not very cool. Am I just supposed to spend a turn passing on the glade to heal? That feels kind of bad too. But I guess so. Because all these cards just move. I didn't really notice that when I started my round and picked my tactic, that I can't do anything but move. And well, I was hoping I would find an enemy when I flipped, but I didn't. So who's for sale? Okay. I mean, improvisation can help me go shopping here. But I don't have enough. I mean, I guess I could hire foresters this turn if I really wanted to. Spend a mana die on it. Oh. Or just go here. Right. I would have to. No. Yeah. I could walk to this village. Improvise pitching swiftness. No, there's no red. I'd have to spend this red. And it takes me off the glade, which is annoying. I end up having to add an extra rest into my plans, basically. I think I'm just going to skip this turn. I do have to play a card. So I guess I'm resting for turn? Or no. You're not allowed to move on a turn you've rested, are you? I don't think. Even if you don't have to play a card to move. So I've already forfeited the option to rest. Let me just double check. If resting, you can't move. Yeah. Okay, so I'm basically playing a card sideways for extra move and then not using it. Maybe I should be heading for the Mage Tower next, actually. I like mazes, and I have this extra movement skill, which is really nice on a maze. But, I mean, I like spells, too. I don't know. I guess I'll just stay where I am and pitch. Yeah, keep. Swiftness is more flexible. It's move or combat, whereas this is just move. I don't think I'm going to need a ton of move. I could spend a blue mana on this to get it out of the source, but I'd like a red. Okay. And I have Mana Search, so if this comes up black or gold, I can just re-roll it. So I think that's the turn. Now I've got some influence. Okay. That's my Mana Search roll. Still can't hit any red. But, I mean, I don't know. White isn't so bad. So... suppose I wanted to try to hire these Guardian Golems. Well, it doesn't seem very good. Maybe, okay, I head towards the Mage Tower. This is my move 2. It thinks I can plunder the village because I haven't played a card yet, but you have to do it before you start your turn, which I've already done by putting this skill into play. So... something like this. To hire foresters, I think seems reasonable enough. They're not going to help me in this combat, really, but they'll probably do something. And they're the only ones available to hire at the village. I could actually pitch... yeah, I should. I should pitch or play Improvisation, discarding Swiftness for 3 more influence to heal this wound, and then my deck is nice and clean again, and I'm moving through it more quickly. Yeah, I think that's the play. it's 3 influence at a village to heal a wound, which I have here. Plus 5 to hire the foresters. Okay, sure. What is this card called, by the way? Like dark pathfinding or something? Dark paths. Yeah. Forests, hills, and swamps. Okay. Well, I'm pretty well equipped to head into a combat. I don't think I'm casting Sacrifice this turn, even if I could find black in the source. I don't have a lot of white cards left, do I? There's like a mana pull and that's it? No, I have another. Really? I've played my promise. Oh, have I only seen 1 swiftness? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I thought I'd seen both for some reason. Okay. So move to... I need 1 more move to get in there, and 5 damage. It could be Offering, actually. Or maybe I'm just supposed to cast Offering before I head in there? Take a turn off to generate a bunch of crystals? It seems a little bit... I mean... I'm not casting Offering tonight, so if I don't cast... Sorry, if I'm not casting Sacrifice. If I don't cast Offering, I'm wasting the card. And it is powerful to produce a bunch of mana. Right? I mean, you can do that a little bit too much, but I think especially given that, like, Volkare only takes turns when I do. If I spend a turn discarding my whole hand, he doesn't make a lot of progress, right? So I think that's probably fine. Oh, before I... Yes, I should re-roll some stuff before I use the source. I guess these? Well, these? Okay. I think I want to keep the Determination, though. Generate 1 less mana. I don't know, mana is so good. So give me a red, a blue, and 2 green. And that's the turn. I suppose I could move here for free, but I don't want to because then if I walk into the Mage Tower, I have to fight these guys as well. Okay. Okay, red spell. Nice to see that out of the way. So move 2. Well, what's in this? What do I want to do with the source? Reroll these 2. Ooh, okay, fine. So there's blue and white available. No green, huh? You sure? So we're taking a couple wounds from this guy. 3, I think. Oh god, yeah, still 3. If I could get a tiny bit more fame first, like by killing these guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, actually. My hand is well suited for that, I guess. So I'm going to move 2. Turns out I could have done it last turn, but I can also do it now. It just doesn't matter. The move 2 is free if I want to fight this guy. So move over here, fight you. Oh. Okay, so I guess I have to spend the concentrate, which is too bad, but... So concentrate for a white mana. Nope. A red mana. Which I'll spend on battle versatility for ranged attack 3. And a white from the source for 3 more, and you're cooked. And now I have a little bit more armor. On the other hand, all my combat cards are gone. Well, I can play 5 cards sideways. That would kill him, I guess. I think that's the play. Nothing else to do. I've done a lot of exploring of the starter area and made very little progress inland. I have to spend the foresters to get me enough move. I'll take 2 wounds, please. And attack 5. Got him. I'll take a snowstorm, I guess. My whole turn, my round is over and I'm still here. Okay, well. Could just end the round. Well, let's reroll a couple black dice first. Because being in the Mage Tower might be nice tomorrow. I could do some shopping, but it's also in the middle of the damn desert. So I guess I better get out of here. Move 3, go. And then end turn, end round, I mean. Yeah, it feels like this isn't a great start. I have a ton of mana, but I haven't done anything. My fame is low, I have no units. I haven't made inward progress. I have a couple spells, that's nice. Oh good, it flipped this for me, which it should do, but as I seem to recall some years ago it didn't. I must have complained about it. And had forgotten whether it had been resolved or not. So who's for sale today? At a Mage Tower, nobody. No, at a Mage Tower, Magic Familiars. At a Keep, Udum Crossbowmen. Oh, I do have a unit. I forgot. Sorry, Foresters. Next level in 1 fame, so I could fight these guys. Source, blue, blue, green, green. Okay. Does this do siege too? It really does. Wild. Doesn't help me here, but pretty cool. I guess I'll take planning. Oh, Volkare wants to go last. How nice. So I'll move 4 onto the keep. Take 2. And attack 4 to kill you. Okay, there's some stuff that uses wounds. That's nice. Play a wound sideways for 2. That's always good. What the hell is this? Once a round, remove 2 wounds, and you can play... Oh. And next turn, someone can play a wound sideways for 3, which would be you, of course. Yeah, crazy. I'm not that wound heavy right now, though, so I don't think I want it. Maximal effect, maybe? I guess. I didn't even look at Goldix's skill. Yeah, I don't need that. Seven cards, is that right? Wait. Why 7? Oh, I have planning. Okay. Crossbowman, was it? Yeah. So I could maximal effect the threaten. Seems kind of nice, doesn't it? Oh, although I can play a wound sideways for influence as well. Maybe it's not necessary to throw it away. But I don't mind throwing it away, really. So that's influence 6. 8. At the end of your turn, put that wound into your discard pile. So you do every time you play a card sideways. Interesting they feel like they have to explicitly remind you, no, you don't get to throw it away just because you do this. And then I'll crystallize blue as white. Actually, before doing any of that, I'll just play an improvise sideways as move 1. Oh, no, I don't even have to do that. I can play this wound as move 2 instead of as influence 2 that I don't use. So all this other stuff is still technically in my hand. I'm just going to flip this to see if it changes my plans somehow. No. Okay. So this still makes sense. I'm still taking a white. Great. And I'm hiring these crossbowmen. Yeah, wounds as sideways cards for +2 is kind of like they're good cards all of a sudden, as long as you don't draw too many of them at once. They're flexible. Like maybe you shouldn't refreshing walk it away, right? Wasn't there green in the source a minute ago? Where did it all go? I'd like to get here, I think. More than I'd like to attack the keep. Don't think I need to offering today. Already done enough of that. So that's move 6. 4. 6? Or... Okay, the numbers I said didn't make a lot of sense there. I've moved 6, spent 4 of it, I have 2 left. I'm gaining 2 more with the wound to get here. And then... I think I'm supposed to keep all these cards in hand. Okay. So we're definitely going into the labyrinth here. And I believe the unit that you choose to bring with you, you have to... Yeah. I can't, like, use the foresters to generate move, then say, I'm bringing the crossbowmen with me into the maze, and then spend the move from the foresters. You have you use up all your move when you start your action. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I can pick up an artifact here. And I don't really need the crossbowmen to come with me. What the hell is this? It's all blue? It's fine, I guess. So I declare that I want to go down the 6 path. Produce 6 moves. So here's 2. 3, not that it helps. 7? Maybe it would be better to do this for... I'd like to have the refreshing walk for like post-combat to heal a wound that I take from... But I'm not taking a wound. I'm just range attacking this idiot down. Probably. So... Plus, I mean, I like wounds, right? So I'm actually going to leave the foresters unused. And bring the crossbowmen with me in case I need a little extra firepower. It's hard to believe I could with Concentrate, Swiftness, and Snowstorm in hand, but I can use the forces for move later. There's no need to do it now, and I don't need this card. So, okay, I'm heading into the 6 path. There's my 6 move. Show me my brown enemy. Yeah, get owned, idiot. I mean, Ice Resist is pretty good, actually. It's important that I brought the crossbowman, as it turns out. Well, is it? This ranged ace attack 5, which deals only 2 damage to them. Yeah, that's not actually that helpful. Okay, fine. So I guess This is ranged attack 5, 7. And I get my artifact, please. Both pretty good. Sword of Justice, a little tricky to use against Volkare. I think it's a shield. Oh, I have more wounds, I forgot. Where did these come from? It's a mystery. So I'll move to exploring. It would be nice to get a core tile revealed. To do that, I kind of have to go through here. But I don't really have any move left. So I guess this is an... Oh, I do have the Foresters. This is another move too, and I think I'm going here. This... I guess I'm not getting a core tile revealed today, probably. But this is an opportune adventure site, I hope. I think I can handle this. Especially with a wound already in hand. Plus a bunch of good cards. So hit me. Good snowstorm. So that kills the golems. No problem. Right, it's ranged ice 5. These guys are not fortified and they don't have ice resist, so they take the full 5. Imagine having to chunk 10 damage into these guys, man. Block 6 seems pretty good. Attack 2, 4, 6. Problem solved, I guess. All right. I believe you're supposed to choose your site rewards before you level up. Although I guess in this case I'm just getting a command token, so I won't learn any new information. Endless gem pouch. I kind of have a lot of mana. I think it could easily go to waste. Banner of Fortitude isn't my favorite, though. These are both kind of misses. Let's see. I'll be drawing my whole hand anyway, and I should, based on memorizing my deck and looking through my discard, know exactly what these cards are, so I'll just put them in my hand to help me decide. Okay, well, not a lot of combat, huh? Can I get into the Mage Tower, do you think? If I really want to, I think I could. Yeah. Take 2 wounds, not that bad. Or just 1 if I use a Banner of Fortitude. mean, wounds aren't that bad for me, but I have like, what, 3 of them? 4? Probably shouldn't add a bunch more. Of course, if I head to the Mage Tower, I'm already going to have trouble getting out to this core tile anytime soon, so I guess it is the Mage Tower. And, I guess I'll take the banner. So, move to... What spell am I looking for, by the way? I don't know. Expose, I guess? Oh. I should play this, I guess, before combat. No, it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't care when you play it, I think. Here. So I'll assign damage to the crossbowmen. They take 4 damage and are about to be wounded, but instead I flip this, and so they're not. And then I take a wound. Oh. Now I have a wound to spend in attacks, don't I? Cute. So that's all it takes to attack. I mean, I have these cards if I want to move out. But I don't think I will. Or I guess I could attack this guy. Just spend 3 sideways cards to kill him. Take a couple wounds. Might be an okay use of my turn. Oh, I'll have Expose, actually. Well, if I'm going to have Expose, maybe I should play different cards this turn? Because ranged attack 2 doesn't quite do it. But what if I did my 3 damage like this turn? Because ranged attack 3... Oh, actually, I can just challenge you this turn. I see. Because when you start a fight, you are allowed to invite in any neighboring green and red tokens to join the fight. So, before the damage part, when I let this guy hit me, I'll just shoot you down. So I don't have to worry about your damage. And then this guy still assigns 1 wound here, ignored, and 1 wound to me, which I'm spending for damage. So this is my 5 damage to you. Yeah, that's much better than waiting. Great. So I think I still want Expose. I do love this. But I always forget, am I allowed to use that when on the turn that I call end of round? I don't think I am. And I can't use it this turn because my turn is over. So if I take this, I'm kind of wasting the crystal this round. Is that true? Let's see. Yeah, if resting, but I'm not talking about that. Where's the bit about calling end of round? Okay, so here's about forfeiting your turn. Your turn ends immediately. If your deep deck is empty at the start of your turn and the end of round has not been announced yet, you can forfeit your turn and announce it. Yeah, your deep deck is empty at the start of your turn. You must if you have no cards. So, I think, yeah, skills. If you forfeit your turn, it says at the start of your turn, you can forfeit it, and if you do, your turn immediately ends. So I don't think you can do something before the start of your turn, and the first action you have to take is either forfeiting it or not. So I don't think you could play the skill. Generating even more mana? I mean, I guess that's fine. And, I mean, Rush of Adrenaline? Maybe? Sure? And so I could take a turn here, but I don't want to. I want to end the round so he doesn't get a turn. Well, I made a little more progress today, but not revealing a core tile is a big bummer because it means there's not any good units available to buy. I like, you know, in a game where I'm going fast, I can reveal a core tile during night 1. An average pace is during day 2, I think, and night 2 is quite slow. I did a lot of dawdling, but I mean, I have a bunch of mana to show for it, and you know my setup doesn't seem that bad. I've generated a reasonable amount of fame and so on. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be okay. Good hand, but not for doing what I need to do now, which is move. On the other hand, I have Dark Paths, right? So I can just always move. I kind of want a Midnight Meditation away, like, my whole hand. Because they might be more useful later. Offering, I mean, so the deal with offering sacrifice is the sacrifice is a really powerful, like, spend a ton of mana to do a huge ranged or siege attack, spending like up to 8 mana basically. The 2 you spent on the spell plus 6 mana crystals. But usually I don't want to do that until the final conflict with Volkare, unless I'm really good at reproducing my mana. Here, though, I actually you have to spend mana in pairs. 1 color from white and green, 1 color from blue and red, and then spend all the pairs you have of those 2 colors. So whether I choose white or green, I can spend just 1 pair of crystals for a relatively small sacrifice. If I can arrange to spend a red and a black and a blue and a white, or something like that. I could get ranged dice 6, for example. Now, 6 mana for ranged dice 6 is not a good deal. But it's not... Did I say 6 mana? 4 mana for ranged dice 6 is not a good deal. But it's not really... As long as... It liquidates your crystals and turns them into mana tokens. So if you can still spend the white and blue profitably, you're really only spending red and black on the ranged dice 6, which still isn't great. But it's not horrible. It's something to at least consider if there were like important combat that I needed to do. But at the moment, I mean, I need move, right? So give me the meditation, I think. Volkare, go ahead and pick something. He wants to go first. Hello, I need to leave now. Goodbye. So, before any of your turns, it should say before one of your turns, because that's what it means. It doesn't mean before you have taken a single turn. It means when a turn of yours is about to start. Anyway, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I got a move card. I mean, that's all I could really ask for, I guess. Gotta go this way. Can't go through Volkare. This is a hill. So 2. You know what? Let's go through the hill. Why not? This is a chance to actually use the forces for move 3 instead of move 2. I'll take it. So this is move 4, and hills are discounted by 1. Which gets me to here, and then reveal. Would have been nice if there were a couple of hills here. I mean, the plains are just as good, but I'm missing. I would get more Forster's value, right? If these were hills. And oops, move 4 more. And 2 more to explore. Volkare's getting close to the portal. I'm a little concerned, but not a lot I can do about it. I guess I can speed up a bit, can't I? Let's pitch Rush of Adrenaline to produce green mana, I guess, and then crystallize it. Actually, you know what? I think I want white. Oops. Because ranged attack is usually a better way to use Offering against Volkare, so I want white, not green. Okay, that's decent progress. Well, I think we gotta hit the keep, right? I don't know how on earth I would kill the dragon with these cards. And what card am I playing to move? Anyone available to buy? Yeah, shock troops are fine. So I'll try to keep the promise. Let's play a march. Okay, well, block 4 against 2 different attacks, and an additional block 1 against their 5. That does it. I mean, am I spending a red mana? Feels kind of bad. But the alternative is like spending my whole hand or spending... I guess I'll spend my whole hand. I need to get moving faster anyway, right? So that's attack 4. Actually, I could just attack. I could just block 6 with the shield. And let the 3 damage attack bounce off of the banner of Fortitude if I were to flip it. And then I would be able to keep the card that I played sideways as block. So one of my cards that isn't Rage I could keep in exchange for flipping this banner. How much time left in the round? A lot. I think I'm fine with doing it this way. And the keep should help me speed through my deck a bit. How much value is in his deck? Okay. A lot more. He has more cards than wounds, or more deed cards than wounds. That's sort of a problem. Okay, now we could maybe look at fighting a dragon. Right? Like... Ranged fire 12. It spends a lot of mana is the thing. Could make it ranged fire 6 and then also throw a swiftness at him. Spend less mana, I guess. But then I'm spending more mana on swiftness. Oh, I can use the crossbowman to do the extra ranged attack too and not use the swiftness, so I don't have to use the white mana. I think that's okay. So, move 2. I can also maximal effect the swiftness for ranged attack 6, but I don't think that does anything. So, like, move 2, 3? Spend a red crystal and a black die? It feels bad to spend a red crystal. But if I could use this to generate the red mana, right? But then if I do, I'd have to spend both red anyway. Because offering says you have to spend all the pairs of crystals that you have. So this way I'm reducing the number of pairs I have to 1. So now it liquidates a red and a white. And I can actually spend the white. Right? I don't think I can do anything useful with maximal effect. I guess before doing any of this, I should spend a move sideways to explore this tile. Another dragon. That might change my plans. Is there some way I could catch... No, I'll just catch him in... catch him in a blizzard? I could just do that now, right? No, because I don't have any more access to black mana having pitched this wound. I see. Okay. But that's a good plan for next turn, I think. Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to be next to a keep where I can just like do whatever I want. Because I get so many cards. Give me that. So yeah. Pitch a wound to make a black. Grab a blue from the source. To siege ice 8, taking another wound. I don't think I can do anything with the rest of these cards. I guess I could move on to the keep, but I don't really want to. Well, I'm going to be drawing some influence cards soon, aren't I? Nope. Must have already played them sideways. Kind of a shame to use the siege attack when there's a city right here. Could I save this and kill this dragon with other attacks? I don't think so. Not without taking a ton of wounds. Stronger effect of that twice, so I could siege 4 with this. 6, I guess, with concentrate. If I wanted. That's kind of powerful. I don't know if getting into the city is realistic. I mean, I have some decent cards left, I think. What are they? Oh yeah, expose. That's true. So I might get lucky. But I get the point is I can't. I just don't see how I could possibly take out the dragon without a blizzard, because I mean I could, but I just take so many wounds. I don't think it's worth it. A big siege attack is perfect for him. Oh, refreshing walk, interesting. Kind of perfect, isn't it? Yeah, let's assume I have a lot of red cards and no red mana, huh? There's red mana here. I think I'm okay to just use green from the source on this, because that's the only source die I could use anyway. And if I want more mana, I have mana pull to powered white to produce what I need, right? So I think we go like this. We'll move 6 and heal 2. And I choose to believe that I will take some more wounds in the city combat that will allow me to do the other stuff I want to do. Or, okay, so hang on. I don't have to play this yet, I guess. Move 4, heal 2. Walk here. So can we get into the city and live, do you think? Or is it just head north to the stuff behind the city? I can walk in for free. Siege 4, as expected, would not kill anything. So I pretty much have to take all this damage if I want in. Or, I mean, block some of it. But I have to deal with all of their attacks somehow. I don't think I can do it. Maybe with expose we could talk, but I don't have that right now. Also, this currently isn't even red mana. I don't have any wounds to pitch. So I think it's move 2. And I need one more move. Maybe I shouldn't have healed this wound, huh? No. I can't go back. I have to choose how to spend the heal. There was no way to make the decision after seeing who was guarding the city. I had to get 4 move, and the only good way to do it was with Refreshing Walk. I could have played a wound sideways, but it seemed like, and that gives up on the chance to heal it. It seems like healing it is probably better than not. But maybe with these skills, maybe that's not true. Sideways improvise, maybe? Very weird. That gets me here. It wants what from me? God, could you? Let's just fight 2 of these guys. I think I'll just do that this turn. Okay, sorry I picked up the thing. All right, if I move it here, are you gonna understand? No. Okay, let me put it back. Okay. So I can throw away battle versatility, which feels bad. It's too bad I can't use this stupid blue mana, huh? But Siege 4 would kill this guy. I think that's the play. So, but I have to get red mana from somewhere. Can I afford to do this? I think so. Yeah, just barely. I don't have to spend my white crystal producing red mana. I take 2 wounds this way, but I think every line involves 2 wounds, right? Well, it's so close. No, it's not. I was... Right, I'm not going to get to use this either. Very sad. I was thinking, blocking this guy, you spend 4 block to avoid the wound and also sort of produce 3 attack in a way, because you get to use the weaker armor value. But you also don't get the extra 2 damage from the wound. So it's really quite a lot less damage. So if I do this, maximal effect sees this guy down. Fine. Then I tank the 2 wounds. Spend 1 of them sideways as attack 2. 5, 6. Right? I think that has to be the play. I get a mana crystal of every color, so we're a little bit loaded back up. And I get a new skill in advanced action. Regeneration, huh? I don't think I need that. I don't know what I do need. I have how many wounds? 1 in deck. So I have 6. I mean, that's not that many, considering I can spend 2 per turn pretty easily. Polarization is a skill that I generally like, but I do have a lot of mana already. I guess it would let me start using these stupid blue crystals as red ones if I needed. Chilling Stare is flexible enough, I guess. It's not a card I take very often. Yeah, okay. I still have Expose. No way I'm getting into the city with just an Expose and a Swiftness. Also, the source blows. So I could just pass my turn here, but I mean, I would kind of love a red crystal, wouldn't I? I could get some exploring done on the way. So that's move 4. 3. 4. Wait, what am I saying? 4, 5. I've moved 3, now I'm exploring 5. I did this move first in case there was a dragon on this tile, so that I could still move and explore this tile if I wanted. And it turned out there was. I really cannot fight this guy. I'll spend a Swiftness to explore this one as well. Yeah, well, I'll produce a red crystal and end turn, and it's It's not clear I'm going to have time to catch Volkare, but I'll see what I can do. He's so far away. I don't have a lot of move skill cards. I have this. That's a lot of move. But I'm going to have to find a move spell. Like space bending, that would be a big help. I don't know how I could get a spell at the moment, though. Here. This seems like a pretty good hand for taking the city. I guess. I can't make them all lose fortifications. So I don't actually have that much damage. Well, I mean, I still think it's a good hand. That was black. It was partway off the thing, so I moved it in and then somehow it fell over. Could take Mana Steel, grab a green. I don't think that's reasonable. Let's just be fast. And I mean, I'm not 100% sure of the math, but you have to go in there, right? Which of these enemies are we exposing? I think it's supposed to be you, but it's not actually as damage efficient as it looks. Because expose is only ranged attack 2. Oh, maybe I can use the crossbowman's 2, and then it's like only 4 damage that I'm sort of wasting, like spending on them. Yeah, I guess. Man, this sucks. So that's my move 3. Let's get in there. I mean, I'm so far away. I don't know how I'm ever catching this guy. Steady tempo. I needed something a bit faster than that. So I'll polarize this black into gold. Spend it on expose. Plus the crossbowman to kill you. Block you. Then I have to come up with 11 damage? Are you kidding me? 3, 4, 5, 6? Guess I can't afford to block. So instead, I'll ditch a wound for a red token. spend it on Rush of Adrenaline. And then go to damage. You will assign me 3 wounds, and you will assign me 2. But I'll point one of the damage at these guys first. So you're now assigning 1, and you're assigning 3. So after taking the first wound, I throw it away and draw a card. So that's fine. Draw. Then I take 3 more. And draw 3. And we've made it through damage. I found more ammunition. I still need to produce 11 attack, but that should be perfectly achievable. Let's do that. I need 9 more. 7 more? I could use these guys to block 3, but I think saving them to move is probably better. Gonna want to move through here, maybe. Although this dragon's a bit of an imposition. Do I really have to use my snowstorm after, like, as a non-ranged attack? I guess there's no one else to use it on, so you may as well. So this is 4 damage. Still needs 7 more. Okay. Still need 2 more. Which is that. Okay, fine. I didn't even look. Is there anyone in the city worth hiring? No. Literally can't hire anyone at the city. Why did you take it then? It was kind of in the way, I guess. Maybe I should have fought this guy instead. Okay. It's a lot of wounds we can get rid of if I want. I do have a lot of wounds, so that could be fine. Although at the moment, I mean, I'm able to spend wounds. That's Arythea's thing. So burning them all is not necessarily good. What I want is... No. I was going to say I want some influence so I can go shopping, but all there really is at the city is artifacts, which I can't really afford. Maybe if I had some influence cards I could, but I don't. So I think we need to get a move on. Oh, and he hired these guys, huh? Rude. How do I get back here? Beeline for this mage tower to buy space bending, maybe? Could probably do that. So let's make a red mana to maximal effect stamina for move 8. This is the same as maximal effect unpowered for stamina and then spending the 2 mana on move later somehow, like to power. But I don't know. This just seems like the right thing to do. So this is move 8. 4, 7. That's a 9th move, gets me here. Oh, actually, this is my chance to use the foresters, isn't it? So this is 8, 10, 11 move, and hills are cheaper. So 4, 6, 8, 10. I've produced 11, is that right? Yeah, so I haven't spent this yet. I've now spent all my move. So it's just 4 more move to get this mage tower, which I can produce no problem. Right, that's 4 more move. And now I'm all caught up. Hello, Volkare, nice to see you. And I will Tranquility away one of these. I don't end up having a use for this, sadly. Should I? Is there any cute polarity trick I can do on the way? Well, I guess I shouldn't discard this wound for my red token. I'll just spend a red die. And this way the wound is still in my hand to be cleaned up by... well, to be played next turn as influence, I guess. Or as mana. Yeah, I'm going to want some mana, right? Although I don't really need red or black mana. Well, I can polarize the black into gold, which I think is going to be good. Yeah, I'd like to have 2 wounds, probably, in hand. 1 sideways and 1 for mana. That seems fine. Well, 3 wounds is too many. Okay, slow down, bucko. Still 10 cards? Huh. So let's make a black, spend it as gold to I guess just make a green and a blue, which are already there. Oh wait, I can't even use all this. Yeah, I can. Probably. So how much influence do I have? So let's take the green and the blue. That's fine. So that's... I don't even need the green. What am I doing? Hang on. Okay, put all this shit back in your hand. I don't know if this line makes any sense. My reputation is 0. So I can get Ice Mages for 9, which would be very nice. I could also buy Space Bending or something, but I no longer feel like I badly need Space Bending. I might want Tremor. I probably do, right? Yeah, I don't think I need Space Bending anymore. I zipped all the way from here to here in one turn. Tremor would help me make progress on all of his dang old units. He's moved really far. He must be out of green cards? Yeah. Okay, so he has 11 cards left, 4 of which are wounds. But he still has a spell. I mean, he could get very close to Portal sometime soon. So this is 2 influence. This is 5 more. I mean, isn't it literally impossible to hire Ice Mages with that? I just don't have enough? Yeah. So I guess I'm buying a spell. And I want that spell to be Tremor, right? So I need to power this for 5. Play this sideways for 2. And still take another mana. I want to get through my hand quickly, I think. So I think that line actually that I took earlier was correct. So take a black. I end up like making 1 more mana than I need, but I don't think I can make quite the amount that I do need. I could. I could just play mana draw unpowered and take the 2 dice from the source. Wait, can I just do this while keeping mana draw in hand? No. Okay, one more time. I could make red with this instead. And polarize it to blue. That's 5 influence, that's 7. And then I can take the green from the source. Right. Okay. Now, maybe I'm supposed to play mana draw anyway, just to get it, get my hand moving a bit faster. But there's no need to play it just to produce this mana. I guess the advantage would be that I could leave this green in the source, but I don't really want to. Yeah, red is blue, that's correct. If I... Yeah, I guess... I think I'll keep mana draw. Give me that Tremor. Okay. Well, he has gotten a bit further away. I still don't have any influence cards. Okay, let's produce a lot of move then, since shopping's not an option. I'll concentrate on refreshing walk, but I don't think I'm healing any wounds. I think I want this for move, but let's see. This is move 8. 5, 7, 11. 10, 11. And if I healed this wound, I could play this, but that's only move 1, whereas playing the wound is move 2. So I think this is what you have to do. But I should polarize this black and then turn these dice green so I can leave them in the source. That way I get to re-roll the black. And I keep some green in the source, which is not especially good, but at least they're not black, right? There's still a green card in here. Tranquility, I think? Nope, another March. Okay. So that, let's just count the move up again. 6, 10. Oh, I should use mana. Since I'm not taking the dice anymore, I should mark it with tokens that I'm getting from Mana Pull. 6, 10. Oh, this is too much move. 6, 10. This is 13. 2, 5, 7, 11. Could move here. I think that's just worse, though. What's my hand size going to be? 6 plus I have 2 keeps? 8. So I could call end of round next turn if I pitch my whole hand. If I discard this Tremor. But I think I'm probably supposed to buy like Thugs or something from the keep. They suck so bad. But I have a bunch of influence left, don't I? Just 1. Oh, right, because Threaten I removed from my deck, so it must be Promise? Yeah. So this is roughly what I could expect to draw. I mean, Tremor is not doing anything for me this round, right? I think we're supposed to just play it sideways. I could keep the wound and the Tremor if I wanted. But I think I just want to make sure I get to the bottom of my deck more quickly. Oh, whoops. Forgot to actually move myself. And I mean, it's a good time for an offering, right? So make a red mana to power it. I took this from the wrong place. I had 2 reds, I remember. Should have been from here. Thugs cost 5. I have 0 reputation, so what I need to get them is this and a sideways artifact. For artifacts, you choose. I guess a sideways non-artifact then. So that hires the Thugs. Oh, hang on. almost forgot. This is what I'm supposed to do to produce the rest of the influence. Now I can offering 1, 2, 3 cards, I guess, for a blue and a red and a white of my choice. I wish I could play the Crystallize, but I don't have enough mana. I don't see a way to generate it while still doing all of this. Oh, wait a minute. This red isn't... I gain a red crystal from this, bringing me to 3, and then... Yeah, so I should... Yeah, like that. I did it backwards. Pick this one up, play that. So now, I was, before playing Offering, at 2 of everything. I haven't spent any crystals, so I'm still at 2 of everything. Then Offering gives me a red, I make a green and a blue, and a white from this artifact. So that's the play. Except I was supposed to get thugs. He wins! What a jerk! No. He just moved onto the portal. Okay. Well, we better chase him down right quick. Okay, prep. Prep is scary because he might just go first and win. But I need sacrifice, I'm pretty sure. It was like right on the bottom. Ha! Okay. I can still play the game. So I need to produce 6 move, which is fine. Here's 2. Here's 2 more. I don't think saving them to block is a good idea. There is black and red in the source, okay. I might want multiple black though, right? Oops. Like, I'd like triple black if I could get it, which I can't. Yeah, triple black would be sick. But there's just no way, right? No. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I think we're going to have to just do a normal expose, not a mass expose. Because well, it depends. If not too many of them are fortified, then just Tremors should be fine. If a lot of them are fortified, probably Earthquake is worth it to give up on the mass expose. So we'll see. But the point is, I want to use both my access to the source and this token to generate red mana. Black mana, I mean. Black mana. So we're going to be doing ranged ice, white and blue on the offering. Sacrifice, the sacrifice. Power of Tranquility first. Draw some cards. Yeah, I don't think I want to heal right now. And green mana, I mean, I need like one of, maybe two. So let's do this. Okay, that's nice. Kind of. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, actually. I need 6 move. Here's 2. 4. So I can just play a wound side. Well, okay, I'll just play a march, of course. Oh, but the question is, I could save the foresters if I like power a march. I don't think I should. I might need more green mana than that. Okay, so I'll spend the foresters and my skill, but not my sideways wound. I have dreams of using it for block or attack. So that is my 6 move. Get me into this combat, please. What do you got, buddy? How much is fortified? Just a couple little nerds. Okay, so Tremor is probably fine then. I think we want to make them lose resistances, right? Does a ton of damage to this guy. Although... yeah. Okay, what attack is this? Swift. This is the most generous one because it doesn't really do anything. I don't know. A lot of them don't. They're just hard to block in different ways. Fine. So black and red. To sacrifice, naming white and blue. Now I have ranged ice 18. I guess I can tremor first. But the order doesn't matter. You don't have to spend the ranged attack the instant the card resolves, right? Throughout the course of the ranged and siege attacks phase, you play multiple cards to gain ranged or siege attack. And then you kind of spend them in groups, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I might be playing this in a slightly not correct way, but I don't think it really matters here. So now I have a white to use here. This wound makes another black. Oops. So enemies lose all resistances this combat. And then I still have ranged ice 18, and they have armor reduced by 2. So how much can I pick off with this? Definitely want to get you and you. That's 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, that's fine. I've got that. I have to pick guys who are not fortified for this. I have some more here if I want it. And elusive guys are kind of a waste. So 12, 14, 15, 17, 17. Oh, I actually have 21 because this is also ranged attack. Yeah. I think this combat is going just fine. So let's see. Right. I have 18 here. 3 more here is 21. This would make it up to 23 if I need it. So let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5 is 10. Plus 7 is 17. Is that all? Plus 3 is 20. 22? I guess. Which means I don't need to use you yet, right? Oh, I do. I only have 23. Okay, but I mean, that's whittling him down pretty well. And I can just take this damage, right? This is 2 wounds, this is 2 wounds, this is 2 wounds. That's 1 too many, actually. I would be knocked out. So... what I'll do is I'll assign these guys damage here first. So they shrug off 1 wound. Oh, I need to do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17, 22. This is 18, 21, yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, I could use the thugs to block here. That's probably worth it, right? Because block 3 is almost as much as attack 3 anyway. And I avoid a wound. I do actually... This is something I won't be able to roll back. Because I have to commit to this before I start taking damage from them. Because the card I draw off of Rush of Adrenaline is genuinely new information that I should not allow myself to see what I draw and then decide how I assign damage. I could also just block you with a power of determination, I suppose. Or you. But I need to take a few wounds to draw cards with Rush of Adrenaline. It's just this guy blocking him is actually also damaging him. I think that's worth it. So I won't assign damage here. I'll block this. That's 3. Weirdly, I think concentrate sideways. Can that really be right? Probably. So that's 4 block. Now this guy's been blocked. And these guys assign me a total of 4 wounds. But before that is going to be allowed, I will play this. And I don't think I'm supposed to polarize it. I want to preserve the option if I draw a bunch of green cards. Do I even have like relevant green cards left? Not really. What would they be? March. What's the other one? Oh, and yeah, okay. So I don't need that. I was thinking, okay, preserve, because I'm short on green, right? I could keep the polarize to give me the option to play multiple green cards next, but I'm not going to. I'll just polarize this blue as red. So when I take the first hand, throw it away, then draw. And the next 3 I draw. So as I said, I'm taking 4 wounds from these guys. So the first one I'll take, throw away, and draw. Then I'll take 3 more and draw 3. Okay. And this guy only has 1 armor because of the tremor and being blocked. This guy has 5 armor and no resistances. So I think we are well out of this. Close call, though, with Volkare being on the portal and getting a turn when he could have left but chose not to. I think if that had happened, I probably would have said, oh, let's play it out and see how the fight would have gone. And I would have said, oh gosh, I could have beaten him. But yeah, I think preparation for sacrifice was clearly right. Like, all of this stuff was just undeal-withable if I didn't have sacrifice. So, what do we do to finish you off? Huh. There's mana pull. Right, I drew that off of the first rush of adrenaline. So I could have, well, it's a way that I could make another black, but I couldn't order it such that that was actually useful. What are we doing here? I need 6. I need 6 attack. Tell me we have 6 attack. Yeah. That's 2. This is 5. Seven? So that kills them all. Let's mana pull to set this die to green and this one to blue. That's 2, right? Yes. Okay. I don't need blue. Well, right. I'm setting that up for next turn if I want to power march or something. Then I get a blue and a green token. Spend the green token post-combat on my refreshing walk to heal 2. It's a beautiful mess. Ended up not using this Banner of Fortitude because I desired to take the wounds. Oh well. I needed to draw to get to my relevant cards, make sure I had enough to finish them. And I'll end turn. 3 level ups. Good fight, Volkare. Yeah, okay. I was just briefly double checking that I had like not forgotten about how much damage this does or something, but I had not. Okay, I have some level ups coming. Learning? I mean, I get 1 extra turn, which I can use to try to increase my score. Learning is a way to pick up some extra cards, I guess. You get scored like 1 point for every action and 1 point for every 2 crystals, so I think this is probably better. Plus it might let me hire a cool unit or something. Lua errors, by the way. I'll take a... God, my mana is so sad. I could just take this, make some mana. No, because learning wasn't the first one. I have to take one of mine. Take motivation. Lua errors, Lua errors. I'm pretty sure this is all supposed to be happening. I'm doing my level up as you instructed. I wonder... No, 3 level ups. I didn't gain 2 skills in 1 turn, which I could imagine might confuse the mod. I'm just gaining 1, so I'm not sure what that's all about. And then, yeah, that was... I gained an action and a skill, so I'm done. Let's use motivation, please. Ooh. Maximal effect. So, could I go buy a unit or a spell right now? Those are worth more than advanced actions. My reputation is on 0. There are heroes available at the keep. Or even a village. Yeah, which is closer. Or at a mage tower, there's nothing. Okay. I guess go buy the heroes is the idea. So 2... move, right? To here. Oh, also I can heal at the village. Wounds are very expensive, right? They're like 2 points each. So that's better than buying heroes. Spend 9... Oh, it's the same. Spend 9 influence to heal 3 wounds. Or spend 9 influence to buy a level 3 unit. So it's the same. And actually, the green heroes can heal me. So I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Let's maximal effect powered learning. It costs me learning, which is 1 point, but it gives me a bunch of influence. Which I don't really have enough to buy heroes otherwise, I think, right? Well, I don't have white mana, so yeah, okay. Influence 4, 8. Sideways card. I could get white mana here, actually. White mana would be influence 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd have to play a wound sideways. But I wouldn't have to... This way, when I buy the heroes... Yeah, I want to make sure to keep all the wounds in my hand because I can heal them all with the heroes. Okay. So this is influence 9. I desire you, heroes. Then activate the heroes to heal 4, but I only get to use 3 of it. I think that's a pretty good finish, right? Pick up an extra 9 points? Well, sort of. I gained 3 plus 6 is 9, but I did spend 1 on learning. Okay. Have you looked at your final score? Good idea. Well, that's a much higher score than last time. I got like 150 something, I think, didn't I? It was a very close race, though. I could easily have just lost on that final turn. Because I had to take preparation to get sacrifice, or it was just not going to work. And that gave him a chance to go in front of me. I guess that's sort of an argument that I don't think I've ever thought about this before. Maybe I have, but it's a pretty minor consideration. But you know, sometimes I take the usually you don't want to take a card like Early Burger from the Dusk, the tactic card that's that goes first, because you make sure you go before Volkare, but there's some other value you're not getting by taking a later card. And Volkare might choose to go after you anyway. So you usually don't want to take those. Sometimes if you have nothing else to do, you're like, all right, I'll take one just to make sure I go first. But taking the earlier ones does a little bit more than that, right? It guarantees you go first on this turn, and it reduces the chance that he goes before you on later turns, because he can't take from the Dusk, right? I think in this case it doesn't really matter, because every card is before preparation, except for sparing power anyway. So whether you take from the Dusk or Rethink on an earlier night, or Midnight Meditation on an earlier night, there's still the same number of cards before you as there would be otherwise. Okay, well, a good game, much faster and much higher scoring than the last one. An hour and a half faster, basically. Partly, I think, because of sacrifice. Playing it 2 or 3 times throughout the game meant I had 2 or 3 turns that were just very fast. Go through my whole hand and do nothing, basically, but make mana. And then it made the final fight, very, very much faster. Because I could just take a whole huge group of enemies and say, all right, I'm not going to deal with these guys. They're dead. With just a couple of cards. The skills all worked out. Arythea, really good at using those wounds. How many did I end with after all that, by the way? Only 6. Not too bad. And enough to get her skills being used regularly, but kept in check with a decent amount of healing. And ways to play the wounds. Didn't take any once per round skills until the very end. I'm not sure if that's noteworthy or not. This artifact sucked. This one was okay. So my artifacts were not great. My units were not great either. I never took an advanced unit, actually, until the heroes at the end. That's kind of funny. All about offering sacrifice. My favorite card for a reason. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.